We are back for another remote viewing of the Yahel spaceship that is currently in Earth's atmosphere. Hi, I'm Marissa, a remote viewer and a galactic channeler. I have been connecting with the Yahels recently, and they have been wanting me to give guided tours of their spacecraft, which will most likely be one of the first spacecrafts that humans come into contact with. If you haven't already seen my other remote viewing video, I accidentally spent 45 minutes on the spacecraft last time I tapped in, and there was some beautiful messages that came in about Yahel culture, how they have mastered symbiotically living with the planets that they traverse and the environments that they interact with, and how they are helping us as humanity come back into this relationship with Earth. So it was a very beautiful message and video and experience overall. And I have Eliana here, who is our Yahel guide. She's already tapped in with me, and so feel free, sit back, listen, and we'll get started, get channeling. So how it works is Eliana comes to me and she chats with me, and then she always asks consent, which is really nice. She's like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yep." And so we're zooming through time and space and entering into that transport room now. And the transport room, again, is just a place where we enter on the ship. Everyone that enters the ship comes here first. It's kind of like an energetic cleansing room, a frequency calibration room. It has maps of the whole ship, and everyone gets put in this kind of like energetic suit that like tracks them, that helps their frequency stabilize when interacting with the frequencies on the ship, and helps them become like a cohesive mechanism on the ship. Okay. And I'm just being greeted by a few different beings. Okay, so we're going to the library after I'm suited up and ready to traverse the ship. And in this room, there aren't really doorways. There are just these like floating circle passageways, and once you step through them, you get like teleported basically to different areas on the ship. And so we just landed in the library. Oh, and there's someone here waiting at one of the tables. They're saying this is the Earth Steward of the Yahel ship, and each race has a steward or a liaison between the different races. And so each culture basically has someone that's specialized in the races of the universe, and there's one for each specific race. And so this is their Earth Steward, who has lived many lifetimes on Earth. And yeah, they're a Yahel being in this lifetime, but they've spent many time on Earth and traversing Earth's cultures, energies, and really tending to the energetic fabric of Earth and it's like the information that's held there. And they wanted to come forth today to share messages about the Yahel's interaction with Earth and also the trajectory of Earth. Okay. I am here to share about my discoveries that I've found in studying Earth's planetary tectonic plate movement. The tectonic plates are starting to shift in new and profound ways on Earth, which is shifting and sending out signals to the beings that live on Earth, which is why a lot of us and you may be feeling this exhaustion come through. It's because in the shifting of these tectonic plates, there is this movement, this rapid movement that's occurring, this friction that is basically uncovering any and all information that has been stored in the planet. So there have been beings that have been on the planet that have stored dark and dense energies within these tectonic plates and within these cracks in the earth. And the earth, if you will, is shaking like a dog and removing all of these energies. And as they come up to the surface, they are being exposed, and in their explosion, they are starting to shift and move in a new way that is becoming more cohesive for the elaborate expansion of Earth that is taking place. So we want to talk about the Earth herself and the actual atmospheric shifts that will be occurring. So the Earth is releasing the contract between her and the sun. There is this old contract that they have had, and this is releasing, and the new contract is coming into place with the sun, which is why solar flares have been coming through more. This is also why the sun feels more powerful, more intense than it ever has been. She is leaning more so on this sun energy. The earth, meaning she, is leaning on this sun energy for evolution and for this rapid light expansion. And so she is creating new contracts with her galaxy and her specific solar system. So each planet is creating a new contract with Earth, and the old is releasing. So a lot of the fighting, a lot of the wars that are taking place, this is actually Mars rewriting its contract with the Earth, and the Earth rewriting its contract with Mars and releasing the karmic debt that the Earth has carried for Mars and its people. So there is this energy of people fleeing from Mars, and they are moving to Earth to take shelter and refuge. And many of the beings that were once on Mars have reincarnated on Earth to play out that story once again that was taking place in the galaxy. And through the shifting of these tectonic plates, these stories, these contracts are being rewritten, because she is evolving again. She, Earth, is evolving into a new version of self and into a new state of calibration. And this calibration sets forth a new precedence and relationship between every connection energetically that she has. So we come here to let you know that the physicality of the Earth's shift is represented in the energetics that you see playing out on top of the earth, in the people of the earth, and in the beings that are present on Earth. Because when you come in as a soul on Earth, you agree to be a reflection, you agree to be a mirror of Earth, of the actual planet. And so every being that is present is shifting the planet through their actual body and autonomy. And this is why many of you have chronic illness, have disease at this time. It is because you have signed up to take on the density of the planet, to then remove it in your passing, to remove it in your transition back to the spirit realm. So while yes, there have been certain influences that affect human health, a lot of it also has to do with the karmic conditions and contracts that many of these souls came in to experience. They came in to experience the density, so in their removal, they are removing this density from the planet. And these tectonic plates are feeling this density removal, which is then making them vibrate at a more rapid state of being. Humans can assist in the shift that's occurring in the tectonic plates by witnessing the cracks that are within their own consciousness. Where are the cracks, and where have you stored density in your body? The reason that some of these souls have chosen to take on the density and not clear it in this lifetime is due to the way in which they were able to carry it out. The more you take on and the more weight you are able to hold, the less you might actually be able to clear it from your body. And it was a contract that it wasn't meant to be cleared in this lifetime, even though these people, if they wanted to, would have had the capacity to do so. Their contract was more so acting as a sponge to then remove it fully. The newer beings on your planet that have come in have taken on the density and are choosing to transmute it through themselves and transmute it through energetic clearings, because they too hold frequencies for the earth. The others were simply of a removing crew. The new wave has been of the clearing and also building crew. And then the newest wave of beings will specifically be the building crew. So there's been a lot of clearers, a lot of energies wiping the slate clean. And now we are focused on the ones that are transmuting through themselves, but also building the foundation of the next wave who is coming as strictly builders. Look for the cracks and the fissures in yourself and do everything you can do to clear your body, clear your energy. Keep a clean slate within self, because anytime something comes up within you, it is also a part of something that's coming up for the earth. And the more you can clear it, the more earth becomes cleared and is able to change its trajectory upon that clearing. This message comes forward at this time because it is up utmost importance for those who see this video and are attracted to this message. There is a certain frequency that you all are holding that allows the earth to remove some of these ways of being and these old energies. A lot of you are still upon this cleaning crew, and are needed still in the assistance of the clearing. And through that clearing, then new galactic beings, new awareness, new information can then come and access these certain fissures and cracks in the earth and within your own consciousness. So as an earth steward, this is what I recommend at this time for you and for those that are watching this video. We wish to come to you to assist you in clearing out these fissures within self so that the sun can shine through them. If you are able to be out in the sun in the next coming months, this will be very prominent in your healing. This will help you and assist you in the clearing and also in the recalibration. So many of you are also moving from your cleaning duties to your building duties. So a lot of you that have watched this, you have come in with the double archetype, and you were set to be a part of the cleaning crew first and foremost in your life. And now there is a wave of transition that is occurring with the other waves of transition in the contracts that are shifting on Earth, that you are moving into your builder archetype. And as you move into your builder archetype, it is important that you keep the sun shining through the cracks. You fill in the cracks. You start to heal and clear yourself. This is why it is important for introspection at this time and inward healing at this time, especially for those that are in this transition, which is you. And as you move into the builder archetype, you will start to interact with the fabric of consciousness and reality in new ways than you ever have before. You will be able to pull upon certain threads within your reality and weave them into other realities of consciousness and access these multi-reality dimensions at very specific times in order to weave and heal and build even more for the earth that is coming. You are essentially starting to weave the new fabrics of earth and starting to overlay them and build this structure. You can see in this visual that there is an earth that is already built, that is of new frequency, but it is blank at this time, and it is your duty to assist in the transfer of the high vibrational energies to this new earth. Transfer them to the new hard drive that is being calibrated through this weaving and building archetype that you have. Most of the building happens on a subconscious level, but a lot of the building can also occur through your conscious intention of new earth and what you wish to see there, and then taking action in your present moment for these realities to take place. consciously choose to seek out the reality in which you want on New Earth and in the New Earth hard drive, and allow that to be planted through your conscious awareness. Release and choose to shut out what it is you do not wish to see on the New Earth hard drive. And again, it is not ignoring all that is happening on the earth right now in the multiple timelines. It's about accessing it from a place of neutrality so that you can then choose what is best for your reality fabric that then gets woven into the new earth. We are grateful to share this message with you, and we are grateful to be a part of humanity's journey and expansion. We come in peace, we come in light. Namaste. And in this trance state, this being is downloading certain frequencies to me. This is a very old being, older looking, has a very ancient and wise energy. He's downloading certain codes into me, and I just see us talking. This happened last time, actually, where I was talking to a being, but human Marissa wasn't able to access the information quite yet. It's more so for like this etheric, and then it'll come to me probably after when I come back into my body. Okay, I'm back with Eliana. She's like, how was that? How did that feel? Like, it feels great. It feels great. Okay. She's saying that was it for today. The Earth Steward just really wanted to meet up and let everyone know what was occurring and the importance of choosing your reality and what it is you wish to see in the new Earth hard drive. Okay, we're back in the transport room. Thank you, Eliana. Grateful for you, and thank you, Earth Steward. Grateful for you. Alrighty, coming back. Whew. All right. Oh, lots of yawns. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. Wow. That was a really interesting visual that they were showing me. They basically showed me that, like, New Earth is not copied and pasted, but it was literally, like, growing, and now it's to the point where it can house things, if you will, and it can basically, like, take on more and more energies, and that's why we are seeing a greater divide and a greater split. And now it's time to basically, like, now that it can hold things in the structure The like skeleton of it is there. We can now start to like weave in the fabric of these new Earth frequencies onto the architecture of the new planet. And so I feel like I've heard a lot of people say, and I've also perceived it as just a timeline where everything is already occurring, and like the new Earth is just, it's already there. It'll just have what is, of a frequency match. But this visual, I mean, he was showing me that it's literally like a blank slate, and we are now in the process of like that energetic transfer to the blank slate of the new frequencies. So let me know your thoughts about that, and like what you've seen and how this compares to that. I don't watch a lot of outside content anymore, just so I can keep it unbiased, but comment down below. I would love to have a discussion about what you've seen and how this message fits in with that. But yeah, he was essentially like showing the Earth as a hard drive, and now we're like uploading all the things to it, and it's like starting to slowly take on everything. And the old Earth is still like the one that's like releasing, and the tectonic plates are moving and it can shift. And I think like the more that all releases, the easier of a transfer it is to this like new planet. So interesting visuals. I'll have to ask for clarity next time I tap in on that. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this. It's always a fun experience getting to go up there and, just expand my channel in new ways. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. It's no biggie. We're all just here floating in our stardust. So much love to you. If you want to work one-on-one, you can head to my website at earth2marissa.com. And I look forward to connecting to you. Much love.